This is the Patriots season on the line. The kick is away. It is
no good. We now send it to Bob Ryan in the aftermath of the Patriots' loss today at Foxborough. The Patriots certainly had a nice unexpected run into the playoffs. They earned a bye week and a home game, this on the heels of a Week 16 bye. But they lost at home in disappointing fashion with everything playing to their advantage. Adam Vinatieri's valiant field goal attempt missed, and the Patriots are out. Tom Brady filled in rather nicely for the injured Drew Bledsoe, and Coach Belichick was probably right to stay with him while the team was continuing to win. But with this loss, it's expected that Bledsoe and his $103 million contract will be back in the starting role next season. Or, at the very least, that there will be a semi-open competition. We'll have to wait and see, as the Patriots' offseason has already begun, well earlier than anyone here would have hoped. For the Boston Globe, I'm Bob Ryan. We now send it over to on-field reporter Chris Mortensen, who was at Patriots camp. Chris? Thanks, Dan. The Patriots have a new home this season as Gillette Stadium opened up on May 11th, just over 2 years after the stadium broke ground. But the Patriots will not have a new quarterback. Third-year QB Tom Brady, who filled in admirably for Drew Bledsoe last season, after Bledsoe suffered a sheared blood vessel in his chest, was given an opportunity in camp to unseat Bledsoe. He was unable to do so, and Bledsoe will open up the 2002 season with Brady serving as the backup. Here is head coach Bill Belichick. Yeah, Tom did a great job for us last season, stepping up in an unfortunate situation. But we've got Drew healthy again, and he's earned the starting job back. We look forward to having Tom as our backup, and he will be extremely important to this team. He's a pro, and he knows what he needs to do. We're lucky to have two top-notch guys that we can turn to, and we're looking forward to a great season. This is Bob Ryan here at Gillette Stadium after the Patriots ended their season with a dramatic 27-24 overtime victory over the Miami Dolphins. The Patriots certainly had a roller coaster season, starting 3-0, then dropping 4 straight, winning 5 out of 6, then losing twice more before this final victory. The defending AFC East champions finished the season at 9-7 and in a 3-way tie for the division lead. But they lose out on a common games tiebreaker to the New York Jets. That will send the Jets to the playoffs while the Patriots are going to have to stay home. The big question for the Patriots before the season was who was going to play quarterback. The answer was Drew Bledsoe, and after a season of personal disappointment last year, he bounced back with 3,764 passing yards and a league-leading 28 touchdowns. However, he finished 9th in quarterback rating and a dismal 24th in yards per attempt, which may once again open the door to a quarterback competition next season. After back-to-back winning seasons, the Patriots will have to look for whatever can put them over the top to make them serious Super Bowl contenders. We're all extremely interested to see how that plays out. It's the NFL offseason, but there's plenty of news coming out of Massachusetts. We now turn to our own Chris Mortensen to fill us in. Thanks, Dan. The New England Patriots have been making some moves this offseason, bringing in Rodney Harrison, Roosevelt Colvin, and Tyrone Poole to what is looking like a formidable defense after using their first 2 draft picks on Ty Warren and Eugene Wilson. There's even been some rumors that they're looking to bring Ted Washington on board as well. But there have been some other rumors that backup quarterback Tom Brady wants out. He has proven himself fairly well in a starter's role, but with Drew Bledsoe in tow, that opportunity doesn't seem to be coming in New England. We've heard from Patriots staffers that they really like Brady and would like to keep him around in the event that Drew Bledsoe gets hurt again. But if the situation becomes untenable, then they'd have to listen to whatever offers they may receive. We'll have more on this once we have more information. Back to you, Dan. Bonnie Bernstein is down on the sideline with the winning coach of Super Bowl 38, Carolina's John Fox. Thanks, Greg. Coach, what an amazing game that was. What were your thoughts when Ricky Proehl tied the game with just about 1 minute left? Well, my immediate thought was that I was hoping and praying Casey wouldn't botch the kickoff. Thankfully, we didn't see that happen, and we were able to get the game into overtime. You guys were the designated away team for this game, so you got to call the overtime coin toss. Did you have any advice for the captains? No, we left that to Sam Mills. He's been our inspiration all season long. I don't even know what he said to them, I just know that it worked, and Rod was able to get a good kick return for us and put us in excellent position. It was Jermaine Wiggins, a former Patriot, who made the key catch and run on that 3rd and long that got you into field goal position. Tell us about that play. Well, first of all, Deshaun made a great play in the backfield for us there, picking up the blitz on Brewski. Then Jake was able to move around a little and make a great read down the middle of the field. Jermaine made a great catch, and then we're fortunate enough to have a guy like Steven Davis who can pound the rock. John took it from there. He's been so clutch for us all season, and he'll forever go into the record books for making the game-winning field goal in overtime in the freaking Super Bowl. Thanks, Coach. Congratulations, and go celebrate with your team. Thanks, Bonnie. As owner Jerry Richardson and the Carolina Panthers continue to celebrate, we now take it to Armin Katayan in the Patriots locker room with head coach Bill Belichick. Thanks for talking to us, Coach. I know this is a tough time. The first ever Super Bowl to go into overtime. A tough way to lose. Yeah, we laid it all out on the field today. Those players, they played their hearts out, and we were tied with those guys through 4 quarters. It's just unfortunate we lost the coin toss. What do you say to the team, and how are they taking it? That's a tough group in there. They're going to bounce back. I didn't have to tell them much. They know what they accomplished this season. They'll take this all in and use it going forward. Speaking of going forward, you definitely look primed to make a run next season as well. After Tom Brady started 5 games this season for an injured Drew Bledsoe and was almost in line to start your first playoff game, how do you think that situation will play itself out next season? No, that's not something I'm thinking about right now. We need to process this game, and we'll worry about that when the time is right for it. Okay, thanks, Coach. Welcome back to SportsCenter. Scott Van Pelt here, and one of the biggest questions of the NFL offseason has now been answered. Breaking news into the studio, the New England Patriots have traded quarterback Tom Brady to the San Francisco 49ers. Brady, born and raised in San Mateo, California, and a lifelong 49er fan, will be going home. The 49ers send the Patriots a 4th-round pick in this season's NFL draft and a 2nd-round pick next season. The Niners are in an interesting position. After back-to-back winning seasons and a division title, they disappointingly slumped to a 7-9 record last season despite outscoring their opponents by nearly 50 points. They've lost their Pro Bowl combination of quarterback Jeff Garcia and Terrell Owens, but this feels more like a reload than a rebuild. And they will be handing the keys of that reload to Tom Brady, who has shown he can have success in this league. The 49ers may be a sleeper pick in the NFC this season. Matt Barrows here with the 49ers end of the season reports. The 49ers close out their worst season in 25 years with a 21-7 loss in New England. In what was meant to be a homecoming of sorts for quarterback Tom Brady, the game was instead started by Ken Dorsey with Brady out injured. Playing with a much less talented roster than the ones he enjoyed while a Patriot, the 49ers were only able to win one of Brady's 9 starts, as he took a beating behind a subpar offensive line and the limited weapons at the skill positions. With the loss, the 49ers now clinched the number 1 pick in the 2005 NFL Draft, but they will not have their 2nd-round pick sent to the Patriots for Brady. There will be a few good quarterbacks available. Might the 49ers look to draft one, or will they stick with Brady? That's a story for the offseason. For now, the 49ers' 2-14 record mirrors the 14-2 record put up by the Patriots, who the 49ers will now get to watch in the playoffs as the AFC's number 2 seed. And the New England Patriots have finally done it. One season after making it to the big game but coming up short, here in Jacksonville, Florida, the New England Patriots defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 24-21 to win Super Bowl 39. It caps off an incredible 2004 campaign for the Patriots, who stormed their way to a 14-2 record behind the efforts of owner Robert Kraft, head coach Bill Belichick, quarterback Drew Bledsoe, and their 3 All-Pros from each level of the defense, Richard Seymour, Teddy Bruschi, and Ty Law. But it was newly acquired Corey Dillon who drove the running game, and wide receiver Deion Branch, who caught 11 passes for 133 yards to win Super Bowl MVP. Branch's 11 catches tied a Super Bowl record and represented just about half of quarterback Drew Bledsoe's 23 completions in 23 attempts for 236 yards and 2 touchdowns. Congratulations to the New England Patriots for the franchise's first ever Super Bowl victory. For all of us here at Fox and the team and crew of Fox NFL Sunday, I'm James Brown. We'll see you next season.
With the first selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Alex Smith, quarterback, Utah.
So the 49ers do indeed pull the trigger on a quarterback, and they've chosen Utah's Alex Smith over local boy Cal's Aaron Rodgers. Smith joins a 49er roster in tatters, with new head coach Mike Nolan, whose defensive credentials, and to an extent his family pedigree, got him this job. It will be important for Nolan to hire an excellent offensive coordinator and allow for some consistency in Smith's development for him to have a chance. He will also still have Tom Brady at his disposal to serve as the veteran bridge. Either way, with so many holes on the roster and without their full complement of draft picks, expect this to be a long season for the 49er faithful. With the first pick earlier tonight, the 49ers presumably faced the choice between Alex Smith and Aaron Rodgers. Once the 49ers took Smith, it would have appeared that Rodgers wouldn't be too far behind. But here we are with the Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock at number 21, and Rodgers remains on the board and in the green room. We can't imagine them taking Rodgers here 2 years after drafting Byron Leftwich 7th overall, but I suppose stranger things have happened. Here's Commissioner Tagliabue with the pick.
Back in New York, Jacksonville has wasted no time as they're on the clock, a team that had so many close games. They don't want to play a close game. They want to get it over
With the 21st
quickly.
selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Matt Jones, wide receiver, Arkansas.
Wow.
So it is a quarterback. Kind of. Matt Jones out of Arkansas, who played quarterback in college but will be tasked with playing wide receiver in the NFL. Interesting selection by the Jaguars. Certainly comes with a bit of risk. The Baltimore Ravens are now on the clock at... Wait a minute, what's this? We have reports of a trade, and yes, the pick has been traded, and it's the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. The Ravens will trade the 22nd pick in the draft to New England for the 32nd pick and the 33rd pick, which they received from San Francisco in the Tom Brady trade. The Ravens will also send the Patriots their 4th rounder at pick 124, along with a 2nd round selection in next year's draft. Who might the Patriots have in mind here?
With the
22nd
selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the
New England Patriots
select Aaron Rodgers, quarterback in California.
And we have the shocker of the draft. After back-to-back Super Bowl appearances and a victory in that game last season, the New England Patriots, with Drew Bledsoe on their roster, have moved up in the NFL draft to select Cal quarterback Aaron Rodgers. The Javits Center has been set a Twitter. As we wrap up the first round of the NFL Draft, we have Sal Palantonio with some information about the New England Patriots. Sal? Thanks, Broomer. We've been told that the Patriots were enamored with what they called Aaron Rodgers' immense potential and his abundant natural physical talent. But internally, they dismissed the idea that they would be in position to draft him. But once he fell past the Vikings at number 18, They started looking into moving up to get him for fear that someone else may be thinking the same thing. The prevailing notion was that he would not fall past the Redskins at number 25. They were able to pull it off, as we saw, and because they have Drew Bledsoe on the roster, with whom they just won a Super Bowl, they won't need to rush Rodgers onto the field. Belichick made this pick for the future, and he may have just secured that future if Aaron Rodgers turns out anywhere near what the Patriots think he can be. After a season on the bench, Aaron Rodgers took over the starter's role from Drew Bledsoe during the 2006 season. The Patriots won their fourth consecutive division title and went on the road to upset the number 1 seeded 14-2 San Diego Chargers in the divisional round of the playoffs. For the AFC Championship game, they went to Indianapolis to face off with their nemesis, the Colts. They were unable to hold on to a 21-3 lead, falling short of the Super Bowl with a 38-34 loss. However, Rodgers had shown enough to secure the starting QB job for the long term. The Patriots traded Drew Bledsoe to the Minnesota Vikings for a second and fourth round pick, then went to the Vikings well again in a roundabout way, trading a fourth round selection they received from the San Francisco 49ers to the Oakland Raiders for former Vikings wide receiver Randy Moss. Intent on returning to the Promised Land, the Patriots added to their offense again with a trade for Miami Dolphins wide receiver Wes Welker, giving their young quarterback everything he may need. The 2007 season was a magical one for the Patriots as they completed the first ever 16-0 undefeated season in NFL history. The Rodgers-Moss combination was unstoppable as Rodgers broke the NFL record with 50 touchdown passes and Randy Moss broke the NFL record with 23 touchdown receptions. With victories over the Jaguars and Chargers, the Patriots took their undefeated record into the Super Bowl against the upstart New York Giants. The Giants played them tight, but they were no match for the dynamic, dual-threat Rodgers and the explosive Patriots offense. The Patriots win their second Super Bowl in 4 seasons, completing the first ever 19-0 perfect season. The Patriots dynasty was in full effect, and despite interest from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Aaron Rodgers is still with the team this season in 2023, in search of his 7th Super Bowl ring and the Patriots' 8th. Alex Smith and Tom Brady split time in the 2005 season, with neither able to gain any traction with a roster in full rebuild mode. Given their investment in Alex Smith, the 49ers moved on from Brady after the season, trading him to the New York Giants to serve as Eli Manning's backup, reuniting him with John Hufnagel, the Giants' offensive coordinator and Brady's quarterback coach with New England in 2003. Brady stayed with the Giants for a season, missing out on their run to the Super Bowl in 2007. He signed with the Kansas City Chiefs in the hopes of reestablishing himself as a starter, where he shared time with second-year quarterback Brodie Croyle. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers signed him in 2009 to serve as the bridge quarterback for rookie Josh Freeman, where he stayed for another 2 seasons. He was unable to garner any interest beyond that kind of role. After going unsigned into the 2011 season and through an accumulation of injuries while playing behind poor offensive lines, Tom Brady announced his retirement from the NFL. He carved out an 11-year career, an impressive feat for a 6th-round pick, and even got to start a playoff game. Unfortunately, Patriots kicker Adam Vinatieri missed what would have been an incredible 45-yard field goal in a blizzard that could have sent that game to overtime. One must wonder what could have been for Brady had that kick gone through. Instead, he found himself in bad situation after bad situation. He would make an excellent coach if he wants to take that direction. His experience from the sideline would certainly serve him well on the sideline. Only time will tell.